My name is Lauren Lazan, and my topic is how animals should not be held captive. So, picture this: you walk into the Fresno Chaffee Zoo and see all the animals that you would not normally see, like out in the wild or in someone's backyard. You see monkeys, tigers, elephants, stingrays, and exotic animals, and these are cool habitats that the zoos have set up for them. You are with your family taking pictures near the animals, and then you realize these animals are trapped, literally stuck in a cage for their entire life, where their habitat is more than a quarter smaller than where they would be out in the wild. Imagine sitting all alone in a place with four walls where you have no choice but to be there. You have nothing to play with, nothing to interact with, and just being alone. Everyone in this class knows what a zoo is and probably has been to one. How would you feel if you were an animal who is locked up in a cage their entire life, but is actually created to be in the wild? Being at the zoo may make it seem like it is a fun place to visit and see all the animals, when in reality, these animals being held captive are going through a lot of suffering and depression being removed or kept. Several of these zoos should be abolished or at least very much improved due to animal cruelty. Others want zoos to stay because it is beneficial for the animals and people. I strongly believe that zoos aren't good for both the public and animals for numerous reasons. Zoos all over the world cannot provide enough space or attention to the animals that they have held captive. These animals are put into artificial environments where zookeepers attempt to mimic their natural habitat to make them feel at home. According to the blog about the freedom of animals, tigers and lions have about 18 times less space to use than in the wild, and while polar bears have 1 million times less space. The purpose of animals such as lions and tigers is to be free in the field and hunt for their prey, and the limited space in zoos does not allow them to do so. Being locked in cages causes them to not be able to fulfill their nature of hunting for food. Instead, they are kept under a strict dietary plan. Not only does the food differ, but so does the climate. Polar bears live in a cold environment where they can roam freely and hunt for fish, and due to zoos having pools as their environment, polar bears are deprived of their natural nature. According to PETA website for kids, an animal rights organization which stands for the ethical treatment of animals, zoos, and wildlife parks, states that zoos almost always favor big popular animals while ignoring smaller animals who need protection. All animals deserve better treatment than being locked up in a cage. Most of the well-known animals are treated to a better life than those who are not as well known. These smaller animals are given less treatment than animals such as lions and tigers because people are less interested in them. The smaller animals are kept in cages longer and are given less attention and less companionship. Now that you have the general idea of how zoo animals are living, I will explain the effects that these living situations cause the animals. Zoos not only mistreat animals, but they also don't appreciate the lives that they have. An American news website says many zoos routinely kill healthy individuals